It's been like a really strange, experience for sure. But things are coming together finally. I mean, I've been working with some really great people and I just kept cutting. You know what I mean? It's not like the album has been shelved waiting and just locked away for a year. It's like I haven't stopped being in the studio, haven't stopped writing. So it seems like things are moving forward and like there'll be a single out pretty shortly though. We're, at that process where we're getting ready to mix and choose the songs and master and do that whole thing. I would describe the album as being pretty eclectic but I would say more so than my first two albums, there's certainly more energy to it. There's certainly more upbeat songs. And there's a common thread throughout the whole thing because I co-wrote basically every song. So it's very transparent. It's very honest. It's very what young people are thinking about, talking about. And I think what's cool is that I was able to experiment with some different sounds while still keeping true to the fact that this is a pop record. It's still All I Want Is Everything. I think more than ever that is really perfect, very apropos for where I'm at in my life and what I've learned in these past years during the recording process. I was in with Jim Johnson and Wayne Wilkins, like I said. Katie, who have I been in lately? I was with Danger. We did some great stuff with him. Oh my gosh. I know. Been in with so many people. Those are the ones that, Jim Beans, who is my favorite person to write with and one of my favorite spirits. I don't know if you know him or have met him, but he did Nelly Furtado's Loose album. He works with Timbaland. He did basically all of Shock Value too. I love him. And so we did some really cool stuff together. I was back in with Kenna working. So just never really stopped. And also just friends of mine, just writing and just getting things down. I want to make sure that the timing is right before I release this viral video to the song called In the Dark because the direction is so different. It's very edgy, and I just want to be careful at what the first visual that I put out is. I want people to be able to hear what I'm doing with this album before they make a judgment about just a labor of love that I did. The song sounds totally different. It's more vibey and like nothing I had ever really done before, and the visual is kind of more artsy. So I have it in my vault and it's done. I really think it's super cool, and one day, I don't know when, but we will release it. God willing. Yeah. No, I mean, because it's not in my hands. If it was in my hands, I would have released it. But what I will say is that even though, I in my mind thought I was ready to release it last year and such, and the year before, I wasn't. The songs keep getting better. I keep getting more inspired. Life continues to happen, and I feel like I continue to grow and to know more about and to kind of understand what I want my lane to be and carve that out. And I would not trade this time in between for anything because the album is, I'm really proud. So I really hope that by the end of this year it'll come out. And if not, I'm just going to continue to keep cutting and I'll just release 7 albums all at once. Who knows? Hey, this is JoJo and you're watching Wrap Up TV.